And the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Julio Jones from 17 yards out, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Touchdown, LA! Deion Sanders, 96 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The left side completion to Jones. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And he showed off yet again those elite cover skills that make him one of the greatest to ever play the cornerback position. If you're going to throw it anywhere in his vicinity, you obviously have to be on the high alert because he's a tremendous athlete.
Boy, a great athlete indeed. He can pretty much do anything. In fact, he's the only person to have both a reception and an interception in Super Bowl history. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. A first down throw for Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. So he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. James has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That's going to be caught by Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we...
Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. It's caught. Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more time.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he checks this one down to Williams. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The 3rd down throw incomplete by Steve Young. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Steve Young. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And now running right through it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Snickers, 66.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Following the interception, Young finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On play action, Young. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ricky Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Bruce Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a first down throw for Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Young again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Young working out of the gun, and that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jack 16. Double bump. You good from the cross?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not get...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerry Rice from 3 yards out, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Quarter. Nicholas, 66. Quarter.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right. But in this case, 5. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A 2nd down throw for Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Lucky 56.
Young with the give to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back now in Foxborough. Here's Steve Young on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Snickers, now spin. 8.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Snickers.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Young now, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
It'll be Young again. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Young will lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air once more, Young. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. They'll throw again. Young. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On 1st and 10, Young finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Young. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yards than you expect out of each play.
His pass caught at the 4. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Prater for the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Steelers set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes wrong. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bruce Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
First and 10, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now here's Young. He's got Smith here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.